You ever wonder why the people who hurt you the most also feel impossible to let go of? Why you keep meeting the same type of person, wearing a different face, repeating the same story? You call it bad luck. I call it design. There's a law hiding inside your relationships, a dark psychological mirror that doesn't show who they are, but who you are. It's called the mirror effect. It's not just about attraction. It's about unfinished business. Because the truth is, you're not drawn to what's good for you. You're drawn to what's familiar. Your nervous system mistakes familiarity for safety, even when that familiarity once hurt you. Even when it almost destroyed you. You say, I just have a type, but your type is often the shape of your original wound. You're not chasing love, you're chasing resolution. You're looking for the person who will finally love you in the same pattern that once broke you, hoping it'll end differently this time. That's the loop. That's the trap. Psychologists call it repetition compulsion. It's the brain's attempt to replay trauma in search of control. If I can master it this time, I'll finally heal. But you don't heal by repeating. You heal by confronting. Let's go deeper. When you meet someone, your subconscious scans them faster than your conscious mind ever could. Not for their looks or job or hobbies. For their energy. For how their emotional presence feels. It asks, does this feel like home? But home isn't always safe. Sometimes home was chaos. Sometimes home was walking on eggshells. And when you meet someone who radiates that same unstable familiarity, something in you lights up. It's not love. It's recognition. You've met your mirror. They reflect your unfinished emotions back at you. Your unhealed anger, your suppressed longing, your need to be chosen. At first it feels magnetic. You think, we just click. But what's really clicking is the lock on your past. Your mind says, maybe this time I'll win. Your body says, this feels familiar. Your shadow says, perfect. Let's play it again. That's the mirror effect. The people you attract aren't random. They're emotional reenactments of your past roles. If you grew up around criticism, you'll crave approval. If love meant rescuing others, you'll fall for people who need saving. If affection was rare, you'll mistake anxiety for desire. You call it chemistry. But chemistry is often just trauma meeting its reflection. The attraction is real. The outcome is predictable. And the most dangerous part? You'll call it fate. Let's get brutally honest. The people who trigger you most are often your greatest teachers. They awaken the parts you've tried to bury. The mirror effect exposes what you've been unwilling to face. That's why it feels so intense, because it's personal. They bring up your fear of abandonment, your need to control, your hidden shame. And every argument becomes a classroom. Every heartbreak, a test. Until you learn the lesson, you'll keep getting the same exam with a different name. Here's what most people don't realize. Your subconscious isn't searching for happiness. It's searching for familiarity. It would rather repeat a painful pattern it understands than risk an unfamiliar peace it doesn't. Because to the wounded brain, uncertainty feels more dangerous than suffering. That's why healthy love can feel boring at first. It's quiet, stable, predictable, and your nervous system doesn't know what to do with calm. So you call it no spark. You ghost the person who treats you well and chase the one who gives you chaos. Because chaos feels like home, until you realize the home you keep running to was built on pain. But here's the twist. The mirror effect isn't your enemy. It's your invitation. The person who breaks you is showing you exactly what still needs healing. They pull the wound to the surface. And that visibility, that awareness, is the start of transformation. Pain demands attention. It screams where you once stayed silent. And if you listen carefully, every heartbreak whispers the same line. This is what you still need to love inside yourself. Maybe you keep attracting the unavailable because part of you fears being fully seen. Maybe you attract narcissists because you confuse intensity with intimacy. Maybe you attract caretakers because you don't believe you deserve care unless you earn it. Each mirror teaches you something different. Until you integrate that reflection, you'll keep repeating the cycle. So how do you break it? First, see the pattern. Write down the last 3 people you felt deeply drawn to. What do they have in common? Be honest, not about their personality, but about how you felt around them. Anxious? Inferior? Responsible for their emotions? That feeling is your mirror. Second, pause before the pull. When you feel that intense magnetic spark, don't rush toward it. Observe it. Ask yourself, does this attraction feel peaceful or addictive? If it's the latter, your trauma just recognized its reflection. Third, learn to tolerate calm. Healing means your nervous system will get bored at first. That's normal. Stability feels unfamiliar until it becomes your new baseline. Stay. Let safety become exciting again. Fourth, own your projection. The traits you admire or hate most in others often live in you. When someone's confidence irritates you, it's because you've disowned your own. When someone's neediness repels you, it's because you haven't accepted your vulnerability. Your triggers are mirrors too. Fifth, forgive yourself. Every toxic bond, every painful attraction was your mind's attempt to heal. It's not weakness. It's information. And information is power. The mirror effect shows you what you've been refusing to see. Not to punish you, to free you. One day you'll meet someone different. They won't make you anxious. They won't make you chase. They'll make you exhale. And you'll mistake that quiet for something missing. But it won't be emptiness. It'll be peace. That's when you'll know the pattern's broken. Because the moment you stop needing your pain reflected back at you, the universe stops sending mirrors. You finally see clearly. You finally choose differently. And you realize you were never cursed with bad luck. You were cursed with unhealed memory. The people who broke you weren't the lesson. They were the mirror. The lesson was always to look, not at them, but at yourself. And when you do, you stop chasing reflections. You start creating reality.